Hello vinyl community, it's Jerry from Dark Side Vinyl with another entry submission to another contest. I'm actually a little bit late on this one, but I just caught up with Rod the Happyhippy's contest that I saw he mentioned in his latest video. It's his 420 subscribers contest, and I put a comment on the video that I didn't actually watch that one when it first came out because of the negative connotation that I thought, and I just don't necessarily agree with that, so I didn't want to partake in any of that. No pun intended. So anyway, this is a pretty simple contest, but it's celebrating his 420 subscribers, and he's past that now. And he's been one of my earliest supporters on my channel. I'm very new, and so I appreciate Rod, and he's actually just one state over from me in Tennessee. I'm here in Kentucky. But anyway, I'll get right to it. Congratulations first off on your subscribers, and keep on putting out the cool content. I appreciate it, and thanks for holding this contest. I like the idea, especially the twist. Okay, so first one, he says, give a shout out to your local record store. One of your local record stores. Well, that's real easy because I just have one local record store, and that one it's actually Mountain Music Exchange. It's a music store, but they have a small record store within the music store. They sell guitars and all kinds of instruments and all that kind of stuff, but they opened up a record store inside, and they have another bumper sticker, but I don't have the one with the actual vinyl record. It's got a needle on it. It looks a lot cooler, but actually I have it on my vehicle, so I don't have one of their ones open like that. Next thing would be some of my recent finds, and I was actually able to go with two friends of mine. A antique store had closed down several years ago, but instead of selling off everything they had really cheap, they built an additional building, I guess, on their property and brought everything that was left when they closed, and they still had all this stuff. And my friend mentioned that he, through different relationships, he had found out about this and was told that he could come and dig through the records that they had. They estimated somewhere around 7,000 albums still, and unfortunately they were not they're not in that great a shape. As you can see, the ones behind me are some of the ones that I was able to get, and so we all walked away with some albums, but they like I said, they're not in fantastic shape, but they're all the ones we got. They're cleaned up nice and playable, and some definitely made some good finds. So we've got Arlo Guthrie, Alice's Restaurant here, Big Brother and Holding Company here. I'll go through them really fast. I'm not going to give a review, obviously, since that's not what this is. David Bowie, and Country Joe and the Fish, that's over here in the corner. We've got Herbie Hancock, Future Shock. I got two versions of the Doors because I don't have the encyclopedic knowledge of which one was the best one to get, so I just wanted to play it safe and bought them both. They were both in good shape, so why not? And the price was right, more importantly. Moving on, you can see what I mean about the cover. That one's rough, but part of that is actually supposed to be the look of it. John Mayall. This is, let's see, from Laurel Canyon. So, and I actually haven't been able to listen to all these yet because they're still fairly new finds, and I got a lot of them. Otis Redding, live from Europe. Peter Gabriel. And you see the previous owner. Prince. you'll like this one. Rolling Stones, Goat's Head Soup. And another one, Tattoo You. Best of Sam Cooke, Volume 2. I'm not even sure if there's a Volume 1. Who knows? They're just trying to be clever. This one I didn't actually pick, but one of the other guys I went with, Chad, he picked because it's a MoFi, and he's obviously it was just luck of the draw. He found it. It was in his stack that he was looking through. I would have grabbed it too. He didn't know anything about it. He just grabbed it because it's MoFi, and he listened to it. It's jazz and not really his style. So he offered it to me, gave it to me. So I was like, heck yeah, I'll take it. Thanks. And it's, I mean, it's easy. He's a keyboardist, but I mean, it's not fantastic. It's just kind of light jazz, and it's all right. I'll take it for free. Spirit. Stevie Wonder's Greatest Hits. This one's in nice shape. Okay, so those are my recent finds. Moving on, he wants a book from an artist that you like, or written by, or anything like that, something music related. And I got this for Christmas a couple of years ago. My wife bought this for me after I really got into Bruce Springsteen and discovered. And this was it's the illustrated biography, and it comes with some really cool stuff. I mean, it's all I mean, I sat down that weekend and read it cover to cover, and it has all these little extra things. They're all reproduction, you know, kind of prints, things like that. Like we'll have that, and they'll have, this is like the contact sheet when he was trying to pick out which photo he wanted to use, you know, for the album or the book and things like that. And it's got probably, I don't know, let me see, there's probably 10 or so of these pages that have these little kind of bonus things. We've got, let me find another one that was really cool. We've got the cover, his Rolling Stone cover, you know, miniature version of it. Anyway, it's a cool book. It tells lots of history, and I enjoyed it a lot. Then he wants a DVD or VHS, music related. And I went ahead, since I know a lot of people are going to have it with the DVD, I went ahead and went with the VHS. U2. Under a Blood Red Sky, or sorry, yeah, Under a Blood Red Sky. And this was the concert at live at Red Rocks, which I have the album of that also. So I haven't actually watched the VHS since we only have one VHS player, and it's not very convenient. So those are the submissions, and then he also, the last thing, the twist, nominate someone to win. So, like, if I win the contest, who do I nominate? And for me, that's going to have to be Steve Carlson. I just was able to watch. I'm new to the VC, like I've mentioned before, and he was not one of the first ones I discovered, but I started seeing all these other videos pop up in support of him and what happened, and so I started investigating and watching them, and everybody speaks so highly of him. And then I started watching some of his older videos, and it was just, he really is a super nice guy, and seems like a tremendous asset to the community. And if anybody is in need of winning something, of getting a good thing to happen, it's definitely Steve. So he gets my vote. All right. Thanks for the contest, and hope you like what you see. Thank you. Bye.